when we analyze the fourth commandments, first and foremost, it directly applying to our own biological parents. However, when we consider it as a broader version, as we obey our own parents, we have to extend that one to the broader version of the society, that is the other authorities like teachers, employers or government authorities, etc. So, your question is, how honoring our own parents will help to obey or respect the other authorities that is there outside in the society? Yes, because parents are the first and foremost persons, those who are formating us, or those who inspire us to grow towards the perfection, those who share their goodness with us. Same way, when we start to obey our own parents, it will help us to obey our teachers or the government authorities that is out there, those who are helping us to grow towards our perfection. It may not be a greater task for us when we start it from our own parents.
I think this commandment does not only mean for our biological parents. Of course, they are the first people that we need to respect. But this commandment is a value that calls on us to observe in our relationship with others, especially those people who are older than us. We are invited to also respect them. For example, here in the seminary in DBFC, you are asked to respect your formators and those people who offer their time, those people who offer their life to look after you. Thank you.
In a world where authority is often questioned, how does the fourth commandment remain relevant? The fourth commandment is very relevant not because it is just the commandment of the Lord taken from the Ten Commandments, because even non-Christians would obey this respect for authority. Primarily, it boils down to the respect of parents, of the mother and of the father, and then it is delegated to those in authority, whether it is by state or of any other form, as long as they impose authority on other people. Now, it is not just a question of authority, but it is a question of respect and obedience to people who are not just in command, but to people who have moral ascendancy to other people. Now, this is very relevant in our time, in our situation, because it speaks of generativity, of delegating the values, the experiences, and even the, what we call this one, the prosperity of other people down to the next generation. If we don't respect authority, then the next generation would tend to repeat the mistakes and would not experience the wisdom of the other generations. We respect people in authority in order for us to learn from their mistakes, in order for us to improve and to become better persons. And I believe that is how the fourth commandment, even for non-Christians, is imposed in our generation. Thank you.
Yeah, so even if authority now is being questioned by modern men, or in our modern times, people will always question authority, it doesn't mean that authority is not anymore relevant. The more it is relevant, because if people would not question that, so they don't find authority as itself relevant, right? So people would be questioning, it means that it is really a big deal in their lives. And people who are questioning, either they want clarification of the authority that being imposed to them, or they just question authority as itself. So there are two different things there, you know. If you question authority just for clarification of how this authority would demand something from you, and I guess it's okay. But if you just question authority itself, and you always question authority, I think there's something that you need to rethink and to consider, because when you question authority, it means that you're not ready to obey. and obedience is a very important virtue that each Christian should have. So how does the fourth commandment shape our understanding on authority? Well, authority is always connected with obedience. And God demands obedience from all of us. And He gave us parents. They are actually instruments of God's love and authority towards us. So as we obey God, whom we cannot see, we need to obey our parents, whom God has sent to us in order to take care of us. So there's always that obedience and authority. So the fourth commandment shapes our understanding of authority, because everywhere we go, as long as we are alive in this world, we have always a person who is over us, someone who is an authority, and we are called to obey. Hopefully, this sense of obedience towards our authority, human authority, would always reflect our readiness to obey God Himself.